And this damn chipper blade is all scratched up. Can't even square it no more. Damn chipper knife. Got chips in it. Gonna make that barrel uneven. Maybe I threw a bunch of rocks and paint cans in there. There's a big old dent right there. How the hell did they get a grinder mark right there? Gotta throw that garbage. By the time I got threw that thing away. Hey, welcome to another episode. I'm Dr. Frankensteel, and today I'm going to be making some wedges from this 5/8 plate. I got this from a place I used to work. It was a tree trimming company, and they have several chipping trucks, and they go through these blades. As soon as it gets dull, like you can see that chip right there and uneven surfaces, it's not really sharp anymore, so it's not really useful to them. So I'm going to repurpose it and make some wedges. I am now a welder, and we use wedges everywhere. Everyone at my work has their own wedges, and I kind of like to have my own custom ones. So, regular steel is soft. This stuff is tool steel, and they're also tempered. Now to cut this, I'm going to be using a cutoff wheel on a grinder. I could use a plasma cutter on a acetylene torch, but to run a plasma cutter, you have to use an air compressor and a plasma cutter. And I have those down south, so I'm just going to be going with this. This works just fine. I'm going to be going through a few blades. Another downside to using a plasma cutter or a torch is you're going to heat it up. You're going to heat it up several thousand degrees, and this is already tempered. So using the cutoff wheel, it's going to keep it nice and cold. So usually guys will make them out of just regular mild steel. But after time, they start like mushrooming out at the top. You got to redress them up, grind it off. It can still work, but making wedges out of this kind of steel, they're going to last a lot longer, and they're not going to want to mushroom out, or sometimes they get like little shelves in the surface. On the wedge surface, you want it nice and smooth, so it slides into whatever you're wedging. So let's go ahead and get into cutting. So this is the final product. Wedge. Smooth. The hole, I just went ahead and left the hole there. And just kind of lined up to where I was cutting. The hole is in the middle. So just made them kind of uniform. I got 2 big ones and 2 small ones. Sometimes you need a small one, sometimes you need a big one. But like I was saying earlier, if you got something you want to lift up to get your forklift under a load, here's your load, you stick that underneath, and it lifts it up just enough that you get your forks in. That's what I use it for. There's also other welding tricks you can do, like a dog and a wedge. Weld block onto something, and then you can use this against the block to kind of push whatever one out, or you can do it the other way, push it in. It all depends on how you jig it up and how creative you get with it. But very useful. Use them a lot. We also use them for setting fence posts. You have a hole in the ground and you're setting your post in. You can use this to space it away from the hole. So you can get your concrete in there or level it. So I was carrying my tool bag out in the field. It's just kind of handy to have one. It's like a screwdriver. But hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching.